This is Tanks Vlog for December 9th, 2017, wrapping up today in sports. Heisman Trophy came out today, and it was, to the surprise of nobody, Baker Mayfield of Oklahoma. Baker Mayfield's an interesting story in winning the Heisman, as he started out as a walk-on freshman at Texas Tech. Now, he played 1 year at Texas Tech and then transferred to Oklahoma. Now, he had to sit out the 2014 season, and was able to start in 2015, 2016, and got special permission, what's now going to be called the Baker Mayfield rule, to start his senior year, saying that because he lost that year, he should be given another chance at the back end to play as a senior. And he was the best quarterback in football this year in college football, and he was a big part of Oklahoma getting to the Final Four and the chance to play for the national championship. They'll play the Rose Bowl against Georgia, and you got to watch out for that, though. The Heisman, there's a bit of always sort of a Heisman curse when it comes to the national championship. Now, while they gave out the Heisman down in Philadelphia, they played the annual Army-Navy game. And what a sight it was this year. Snowing throughout the game at Lincoln Financial Field. It was Army in all-white uniforms honoring the 10th Mountain Division, scoring 2 touchdowns, while Navy had a chance to win the game, but missed a field goal that just went barely wide left. And you got to feel sorry for the kid that missed the field goal. He looked devastated, but I tell you, that was a really good game. There were no turnovers, not many penalties. I mean, that was one of the cleanest, crisp college football games you could ever imagine. The Navy team honored the Blue Angels. It was just terrific. One of these years you got to get to see an Army-Navy game. I've always loved when the cadets come in. They come in and they just march into the just take their seats, and they just so coordinated, so just perfect. It's truly one of the greatest scenes in college football of the year, the Army-Navy game. NHL tonight. Oh, the Devils. Oh, the Devils. I knew they weren't as good as their start, but boy, these last few nights have been truly concerning. They've allowed 5 goals back-to-back nights. They absolutely got pummeled today by the Rangers, 5-2. Matt Zuccarello scored twice. They're just giving pucks away. And the defense has gotten worse since they got Sami Vatanen. What the hell did we give up Adam Henrique for? I really didn't like the trade when it happened, and I'm really not liking the trade now. Sami Vatanen has done nothing to fix this defense, and it's gotten worse. They've allowed at least 5 goals in 3 of their last 4 games. It's brutal. It's brutal, and they're giving pucks away like they're friggin' candy. I mean, Damon Stevenson scores 1 goal, and then a couple minutes later, he's giving the puck away. It's just too many giveaways the last 2 nights. It's just awful, awful, awful. And in the Metropolitan Division, you can't be awful. That division is the best division in the NHL. And any little slip up, they're going to miss the playoffs. This team has the talent to make the playoffs. They're very young, though, so I understand if they don't, but very concerning the last few nights. Elsewhere in the NHL, it was the Blues crushing the Red Wings 6-1. It was the Bruins 3-1 over the Islanders. The Oilers covered the Canadiens 6-2. Tampa Bay Lightning struck down the Jets 4-3. The Colorado Avalanche 7-3 over the Florida Panthers. The Maple Leafs edged the Penguins 4-3. Blue Jackets blanked the Coyotes 1-0. It was the Golden Knights beating the Stars 5-3. The Flames over the Canucks 4-2. Sharks chomping up the Senators 5-0. And the Kings over the Hurricanes in overtime 3-2. NBA, that second straight game in Mexico City didn't go as well as the first, as they fell to the Miami Heat 101-89. Knicks They are a train wreck outside Madison Square Garden. 1-8, including a loss tonight to the worst team in the NBA, the Chicago Bulls, 104-102. It was the Clippers edging the Wizards, 113-112, on Lou Williams' big shot at the end. It was the Lakers edging the Hornets in Charlotte, 110-99. I won't say that's edge. I just looked at the score wrong. Hawks over the Magic, 117-110. The Cavaliers got back into one column, beating the 76ers 105-98. The Bucks over the Jazz, 117-100. The Thunder in overtime over the Grizzlies, 102-101. The Spurs edged the Suns, 104-101. And the Rockets, boy, they continue to fly high, as James Harden scored 48 points in a 124-117 win over the Trail Blazers. MLS Cup was played today, and a rematch of last year. This time it was Toronto FC coming away with their first championship. And that's all we have for soccer. Good. Well, that's enough. And what else happened Saturday? Well, it's Christmas season. Jingle, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. In Miami, it was jolly old Derek Jeter. Give me a day. Don't you tell a single soul what I'm gonna say. Christmas may be coming soon. Now you dear old man, I'm gonna give a gift to you. Just you wait and see. Yes, that's right. Derek Jeter was in the giving mood, giving the Yankees Giancarlo Stanton. Yes, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Derek Jeter, who has came through for the Yankees so many times for over a 2-decade period, has come through for the Yankees again. I guess when he has to sell the Marlins in a few years, you see, is not capable of being an owner, will have a nice, cushy job with the Yankees, and a thank you for Giancarlo Stanton. Meanwhile, Marlins fans, here's a nice gift basket. Oh. Embarrassing. Meanwhile, back at Citi Field, the Mets are on vacation. Christmas vacation. Don't need to make any trades. It's Christmas vacation. Na 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 na. You know, every year we get coal in our stocking from the Mets ownership. Every single year we get coal in our stocking from the Mets. Today's 3 stars are Sergei Bobrovsky of the Blue Jackets, who got the shutout over the Coyotes. James Harden of the Rockets. And LeBron James of the Cavaliers. We take a look back today. It's birthday, and it's a Jets legend, DeBrickashaw Ferguson, who turns 34. On the same day DeBrickashaw Ferguson was born, the team he would later play for was playing their final game at Shea Stadium. The Jets lost that game to the Steelers 34-7 as fans ran on the field and tore down the goalposts following the game. While throughout the game, they were taking pieces of the stadium apart. So check out the full story at Barstool Sports and Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives. And before we go, we'll give a quick look preview of NFL Week 14. I like the Bills over the Colts. I like the Vikings in Carolina. I like the Bengals over the Bears. I like the Packers to keep the Browns down. The Texans, I like them over the 49ers in a close one. I like the Raiders to get the big win in Kansas City as the Chiefs have completely imploded. Upset of the week. Eli returns. Eli leads Giants to victory in the Meadowlands over the Cowboys. I like the Buccaneers over the Lions. Don't know what's going to happen with Matthew Stafford's hand. Cardinals, I like them in an upset over the Titans. I think Titans haven't played as well as their record suggests, and Arizona has been decent as of late. I like the Jets in the Mile High City as the Broncos just right now look like just they might even lose to the Browns at this point. I like the Chargers to continue their winning ways over the banged up Redskins. I like the Jaguars in a tight battle over the Seahawks. I think the Eagles bounce back at the win in LA over the Rams. Steelers over the Ravens. And Monday night, misery. 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 And that concludes the Week 14 preview. Good day.